Hey pilots, Plasma 1945. We're going to go for a flight on GS here. I'm in my trusty Mig-29s with built-in jammers. Not going to do a Cobra like that SU-27 did on the left here, but trim back by 10%, flaps down, and a little bit of an afterburner, and the plane should just come up nicely at 290 kilometers an hour. Don't stay on the ground any longer than that. You'll pop a tire. That is the takeoff strategy from Striker 45, which works out great. Alright, let's roll down into the valleys here, and I'll fast forward to our next engagement. My personal preference is to stay high and maneuver using jammers and long-range standoff shots, but if I am flying alone and there is a large number of enemy aircraft, I will use the valleys for cover, because otherwise you really don't stand a chance when you've got 2 or 3 aircraft firing Fox 3s at you in a single Mig-29. The AWACS is still your best friend, telling you where hostiles are because you do not have data link. I recommend you flip between BVR mode and sometimes turn your radar on because it will give you better ranging. Right here, I'm actually able to pick up a guy that is crossing my nose in BVR mode. So we've got him locked. I look at him, he looks like an eagle. I'm going to turn in IFF to turn on the radar for just a second, confirm hostile, and Fox 3 right away. R77, splash. Alright, that guy's out of his misery. Let's take a look at the replay. So picked him up in BVR, locked him up. Poor fellow is flying with his gear down. He still gets a Fox 3. Splash Eagle with his gear all the way down. That's not going to help him land because he is not in an aerodynamic state. There's the explosion. Now, as you're getting bogey dopes in the Mig-29, SU-27, and any FC-3 planes, you can press the Shift / button, and what that will do is it'll filter out the communications from other aircraft requesting bogey dope. You can't do that in full fidelity planes like F-16, Mig-21. You'll hear everybody's comms, but on the FC-3 planes, you can actually press Shift / on the right side of the keyboard and filter those out. It really helps get rid of the noise. Other than that, your other thing is, if you're in the valleys, well, the AWACS won't be able to help you because he can't see you either, so you have to look for those RWR signals. And I recommend you switch between BVR mode and vertical scan as you look around. You can also use helmet lock as well to kind of scan the mountainsides. And there we go, we've got a lock on the nose. Hostiles within range, he's making a right-hand turn. Let's send a missile at him, and it's an ET out. The shot has to be good so that it clears the mountain. That's the key thing. Boom, splash, F-16. Now there's a problem. I'm being locked up from my 6 o'clock. I mean, the explosion looks great, but someone's already got a beat on me. Could be a friendly or it could be a hostile. So first thing I do is try to change my position in azimuth. Just whipping around this mountain. Head on the swivel. A little bit of panic mode here. Looking, not picking anything up. Just looking, is there anybody shooting at me? Is there anybody locking me? Missile launch. Not good. Hoping it's not going to track me. Alright, I feel to be clear. Radar's coming in from my right side. Probably a friendly. And I'm thinking I'm home safe. That's a negative. I've got somebody on my 6 o'clock locking me. Guess what, guys? It's an F-18 sneaking up on me. And he fires a Fox 3. There's the smoke. There's the missile. There's the launch. and I just crank around this mountain. My goal is to break the line of sight. I know he's somewhere in the valley, so I'm going to crank around as hard as I can. Come up over the top and see if I can pick him up in vertical scan. There's a lock and double tap R77s. And I'm too fast and in too much of a turn. I lose control. I'm out of here, guys. I should have leveled my wings out, but I panicked a little too hard. So here's the review. On the Tacview, after shooting that F-16, the F-18 came up behind me. He painted me with radar once, and then got right behind me. Sends his Fox 3. The AIM-120 hits the mountain, and this is where I come whipping around the corner really fast. He's shooting at I don't know what. He has no idea where I am, but I panicked and fired the two R77s, which look really cool. I'll put that in the replay just at the end here. But unfortunately, I lose control and go right into the side of the mountain. And the reason this happened is because I was flying knife's edge, and the Mig-29 just does not have enough lift on its stubby little wings. So right here, I've got quite a bit of speed. I'm at about 600 kilometers an hour, 700. But just because the way that my nose is pointing and I've got no lift under the wings, I've got no chance to come out of this. So I'm trying to put in rudder right there, and unfortunately, no escape. The mountain wins. So here's how it looked from his missile's perspective. Missile tracked me, followed me into the mountain, lost me. I'm coming over the top, double launch. That looks pretty awesome. First missile hits the mountain, the second one does find the F-18, but unfortunately I followed that missile right back into it, and that's it, guys.